What's up people, Bonnie-tastic here. Today we're going to be doing a set review of SM8 Explosive Impact or Super Burst Impact. This is the Japanese version of Lost Thunder. It's the Lugia set for Sun and Moon. I personally love this set. This is one of the first sets I really bought a lot of when I came back into Pokemon as an adult. I think the set had only been out for like 6 months, something like that. And I saw the box art and I was like, man, I need this set. Like, I want a lot of this set. This looks great. And that's before I even saw what was inside. So today we're going to be looking at what's inside. We're going to be talking about the cover art, how well this set works, like how's the theme going, card artworks in general, stuff like that. And we're going to have a ranking for each. And then we're going to talk about at the end if we think it's undervalued, overvalued. So yeah, let's get into this. So the first category I want to cover is the rarity of this box. I wouldn't call this box rare. If I go on eBay right now, I can find it. It's not as abundant as some other sets. I would probably say it's right in the middle. I'd give it a 5 out of 10 for rarity. Now for the box art, like I mentioned, I personally, this is subjective isn't it, but I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks so good. This is one of the best presentations of Lugia for me. I like Blacephalon. I know that's like an unpopular opinion. I'm sure you don't agree with me, but I think it's really abstract and cool to have Blacephalon and Lugia on the front of a box. How strange. Blacephalon is like a clown, like a ghost or a fire type, just weird Ultra Beast thing. And then you've got Lugia there and it's like, what's going on? So this set, going on to like the theme of it a little bit, the set is based around Johto. Most of the cards in here are Johto themed, which is obviously a great thing. Unseen Forces did this, all of the Neo sets, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and you know, these are some of the most loved sets of all time. So for me, I love that they did this. So yeah, going back to the box art though, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10, which might seem crazy, but for me it's probably the best Sun and Moon has to offer aside from SM3H, Battle for the Rainbow. I always forget how to say it. To have seen the Rainbow Battle, this is up there with that set. So yeah, theme, again, like I said, is very strong. You can tell it's a Johto themed set. Forbidden Light had a theme on Kalos. Sky Split and Charisma had a theme on Hoenn, and this is the Johto set from the Sun and Moon era. So I'm going to give the theme an 8 out of 10, again very strong. Now the card artworks, there are some beautiful cards in this set, you can't deny it. Go and look right now. But there's some cards that are just offensively bad, lazy. They all happen to be from Ken Sujimori, who, we love him, he's a legend, but keep him far away from modern artwork. You don't need him anymore for these modern cards. They look out of place, they look terrible. Please look at this Heracross right now, for example. And then look at it in contrast to these other cards that are actually nice. I mean, there's some really nice artworks in here. Normally I get upset when there's duplicate artworks for a single Pokemon in a set. I'm like, well, do you need to have multiple artworks for the same Pokemon? But when they're this good, when they're both very nice, like, you can't complain. I'm happy with this. 2 Chikoritas, bring it on. So yeah, I'm going to give the card artworks a 7.5 out of 10. It would be a lot higher if cards like that Heracross didn't exist. If Ken Sujimori was not involved in this set's creation, yeah, the artwork would be a better score, but 7.5 is all I can give it right now. So chase card desirability, that's another thing that I want to talk about. There are some very nice cards in this set. This is the Lugia set for Generation 7. And every time we have a Lugia set, you know, they tend to do alright. They're one of the most loved sets in a generation. You also have Suicune in this set, and you have Tyranitar as chase cards, 2, again, very popular Pokemon. They kind of let down a little bit by Blacephalon and Shuckle. I like Shuckle, I think it's a fun gimmick. But it is just that, a gimmick. It's not actually a truly impressive, powerful Pokemon that everyone loves. I personally love Shuckle, but I know it's not like an opinion shared by everyone else. So I can't give it like 10 out of 10. We've got Whitney in there. When we had the waifu hype, that was kind of a loved card. Professor Elm's Lecture, I think that's a brilliant card. I'm going to give the chase card desirability overall an 8 out of 10. I think that's a fair score. You have the Rainbow Lugia, which is an expensive card. Honestly, probably quite undervalued if you're looking at how hard it is to pull. Yeah, that's my ranking for that. So we have a 5 out of 10, we have a 9.5 out of 10, we have a 7.5 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, and an 8 out of 10, which gives us an average final score of 7.6 out of 10, which I rank as A tier. Pretty low A tier. The box is ending anywhere between $200 and $300 from what I can see from sold listings. Who knows if they're paid for. I'm looking at 130 point, that's pretty reliable. I think at 200 to 300 USD, I think at 200 USD, it's definitely undervalued. Definitely undervalued. At 300, I mean, I can understand it. I wouldn't want to pay 300 for it right now. With all the other boxes on fire sale right now in Sword and Shield, I'd rather probably put my money there. But I think that this set has always been undervalued, especially now. Seeing other sets rise above it, sets that I wouldn't consider anywhere near as good. I think that SM8 is a very strong set, and what's funny is it's a very strong set. So is SM8B Ultra Shiny GX, but the set that came out in between them, Dark Order, is shockingly bad. It's really weak. If you look at you know, if you actually properly sit down and analyze it, it's not a good set, Dark Order. I mean, it's not terrible, and it's a great thing to have. Any Japanese Sun and Moon box is a good thing to have in your collection at this point. This set in particular, SM8, great box to have. It's also 6 years old. That's something we might forget. These sets, even Dark Order, as bad as it might be, it's 6 years old. It's very much out of print, and the supply that's left is slowly dwindling. So always a good idea to pick these boxes up. But yeah, I would say 7.6 out of 10, A tier, currently undervalued, SM8, great set, look into it, enjoy it. There you go, that's my review. Thanks for watching. Another little fun fact for you guys, you might not know this, just want to clear up the rumours, the allegations of first print. There is no first print for SM8. The little symbol you see on the box that people call first print is actually exclusive to the Pokemon Center boxes. So I haven't got one to hand, but they're basically these big boxes where you get 2 booster boxes inside, empty deck case, and then you get 60 sleeves in there. That is where you get those SM8 boxes that have the symbol. So, I mean, you can call it first print if you want, there's no harm in that, but that's where they actually originate from. Those Pokemon Center boxes, pretty hard to find now, if I'm being honest. You're going to be looking at paying quite a bit. I'd imagine they're over 500 US dollars if the box price is 200 to 300. So yeah, good luck finding one of those, and good luck affording one of those. But yeah, that's where they come from, just to clear up the rumours there. I'd love to have one. You know what? I did have one at one point. I had one that had that print, and then I had one that was a standard print, and I didn't know which one was the one to keep sealed. I decided to open the one with the symbol, which I never was able to replace, and now I have 12 that are just normal unlimited boxes. Oops, I definitely learned from that. Won't be doing that again. Yeah.